Are we actually level 2?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Did I level up? Did I roll? I must have rolled. Well, there is.
Hey, guys. Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Where?
I'm not.
I don't think so. I think it's just me.
I want to give room for others.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's just it's in the early stages so far, so we're all still kind of like getting the swing of things. Yeah.
I just found out that Kyle, who's going to be playing in Amber Hollow, is his first campaign is Tyler's campaign, and his second campaign is Amber Hollow. So literally, his first two D&D campaigns are with two people who it's their first time DMing a D&D campaign.
Interesting.
That's what I said. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like
Andy.
terrified of playing with new people because I'm really bad at explaining things. Often, not explaining things, but like I don't know enough about all of the classes to help people out when they're confused. Sometimes.
Well, you
Like,
have Nick and Nico.
Knowing how their characters work.
You have Nick and Nikos to help you out, and Ty.
Well,
and
I'm not. Look,
and Scott. I think like you have a lot of DMs.
Like 4 clerics, so.
It's okay, Andy. If you try to railroad us, I will go off the railroad. Don't worry. Don't.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh God, no.
She's not. That's what she does. That's.
No, I made Andy leave. I'm so sorry, Andy.
Katie, my favorite thing in the world is to just like make you feel guilty and then leave the chat. No.
But
what you do is you kick Katie from the chat. I mean, yeah, you did. Jesus Christ.
But also, Andy, what I was about to say is now, Sabrina might have been just a witch for.
No.
So.
Wow.
You got that going.
Done this. I have to do stupid push to attack. I forgot.
Oh,
no. Blah, 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 blah.
But yeah,
The-
you'll get to see weird scenes also where someone wants
The-
to possibly have sex with a minotaur.
What?
Cool.
That's American Horror Story season 3.
Oh.
That happens.
Oh, I mean, that's what I want. That's Eli. That's Eli, not me. That's not what I want to.
No. You
Also,
said,
an
not you.
invincible, immortal serial killer slash slave owner from the 1800s.
Oh,
You mean the Trump family?
ooh.
There we have it.
There we
To
go.
any Trump supporters on the stream, we're not sorry.
No, I mean we are.
No, we're not.
Just like my grandmother, just like I'm a Trumper. I'm a Trumper.
Whoa.
If you're a Trump supporter, I'd like you to know that my character's a lesbian, and that's really it.
I was literally about to say, like, to all the Trump supporters on the stream, why are you here? We're too queer for you.
Yeah, we're literally. Do you have? Why? Why are you here?
What are
We
you gonna
don't-
do if your grandma watches this?
Trump people,
Well, if I
you
ever
thought
become
I was
famous.
your safeguard for being a straight white person? Well, I question my sexuality from TikTok. How about that?
Well, I'm not bullying my grandmother. She can support Trump. I don't fight her on it. I just thought it was funny that the way she said it, I'm a Trumper.
Uh,
I thought that she wasn't because of the way that she joked about it.
Mm. She did phrase it weird, and it was kind of side conversation. That's why I was confused when she just kind of said it. I was like, oh, okay.
My Discord on my computer will not open, and it's really scary.
Well,
Just like sad.
Have you
Wow.
tried
turning it
the
off and
trick?
back on again.
So what is it? Press F7 or no, press F4. F4.
Control
That's-
F4.
Yes, the control F4. Have you tried that?
Don't do
It
this
works
to
like a charm. What?
Don't do this to me, Katie. I literally thank God that you don't know that it starts with control, because I swear to God, I literally did F4. Like the FN, because I have like the FN button, so I have to do like the FN4.
Oh. Oops, that's me. Alright, so just try control F4 because that's
Right. Nothing happens when I did that, actually.
really?
Yeah,
Why don't you try
Katie,
it?
why you try it?
I did.
Katie did it. Okay, so to those of you who don't know, that just closes the tab. But Katie was like, really? Really? And she did it as she was loading a game right before we were to hop in a league game. She closed it so it ended the lobby. And she went, no!
Because you didn't tell me what it did, you just told me to do it.
It's because
You
Chris and
told
I have
me
been
to-
Chris and I have been trying to bully you with it for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember I almost did it to you once. You had like a God, I think you were making your poster for your graphic design class, and I almost made you close it. And that would have been really bad. So you were like, I just don't know how to do this one thing. I was like, I think Control F4 will fix it. And then I went, no, don't do that, don't do that. And you're like, why? 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 All right, so we're just gonna get started because Nikos isn't gonna be here until about 8. I'm gonna
Stewie's all right.
be coughing in a second here. Can someone just do the recap for me?
So we were on a snow planet that was pretty bad because we had to wear suits on it. When we left it, we were walking a bit. A blizzard started to happen, so we needed to get into a cave. Once we got into a cave, some horrible creatures started to show up and started to beat the shit out of people till I saved the day with my lightsaber.
Wow.
Then, some race that spoke a similar language as I did and X, our robot friend, came. He told us about his Oracle friends and all his fun stuff and about this Empire thing. And we were like, well, shit, we should go check this out. But first, let's find some pets. Our too young to be here child of the group found a worm that they instantly kept, and I found some rare endangered species that looks like a plant insect. When we went there, we learned about some really horrible stuff, like a thing called a monolith, which is a machine beast thing that eats ships, and likely will eat ours in some time. We also learned about a great empire that also speaks Sith, as well as the Chiss Empire, which we only heard slight rumors about, and how there are new compound native friends killed some of them, and gave our one friend, who's a child that shouldn't be possibly on this mission, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Then we went back onto our ship with all this information of trying to make sure we can get to safety. We got a map from our new native friends. We got on the ship. The worm exploded. The leaf creature did not explode. And we all chilled out and tried to figure out where our next course is, which is where we're going to now. But we're on a time limit of a month because they will all possibly die if they don't get if they don't eat, or get eaten by the monolith. That's the catch up.
Yep. So, you guys are
That's
currently
the
using
best I got.
your space map that you acquired from these people. One of the last things they really had possessed from their like ancient peoples. Um, you made a copy of it, and you are currently heading to the coordinates of the planet of Ayadula. As you are arriving, you guys did a scan of the planet, learning a few things. The first thing you learned is that the planet is made almost purely out of carbon, or wait, carbon dioxide. It's essentially a huge block of dry ice. Secondly, you guys have learned that the planet itself is covered in what looks to be stored away large vessels, like ships. These ships are interesting as you guys are now lowering through the atmosphere. As this planet, I'll resend it in the visuals. Looks to be like I said before, a giant block of dry ice. It's quite beautiful from the outside. As you guys are coming down, you will be able to now see these ships. Oh, another thing about this planet is there's a rare material. A rare material you guys have found on this planet based on your scanners called rhodium. Rhodium. So Aurodium. That is a very rare source that is used for weapons, for coating things. It's like a fancy gold kind of material. What it looks like specifically is it looks like a small hunk of like silverish metal with purple crystals that are kind of incorporated into it. But the crystals are built similar. They're a similar structure as that of metal. So when it's melted down, it gives the metal a kind of a bluish tint to it as the crystal kind of melts with it. So it's less of a crystal and just the way the metal kind of appears as like a kind of a see-through kind of metallic little like particle of it. Why was Katie smiling? Did she do something wrong?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right, Katie. Jesus Christ. I shared that with you in confidence.
No.
So, for what everyone's wondering what Katie just typed, Katie just told us the males make the babies. They have two penises that they send the egg up a butthole.
Wait, so what is? So they both
This is
go
for
into
the
the
race
butthole?
we met. I guess they put their penis in their own butthole?
Would that work? Can they do that?
I'm not having this conversation right now.
What is the purpose of
So,
having females then in their society?
as you guys exit the upper atmosphere after a few minutes, as you guys finally come down enough to see the surface, you can see this landscape covered in a dense and heavy snow. Um, that looks to be formed, kind of like that, like crystalline almost snow covers the surface. You can see these large towers of spiked ice kind of jettisoning up and out of the planet, made of this carbon dioxide. And then sitting on this landscape, underneath it, just as you look just close enough, you see what looks like an armada of stored away ships that just speckles the surface, even where you guys are coming in. And these ships look old. these ships look almost like metallic pirate ships. If you were to take a submarine and kind of put large masts that come up and out of the top, um, with wires that kind of connect to the end of each of the masts, like it was a means of keeping the ship balanced from tipping over, perhaps as a way to create that artificial gravity that has been on ships back in those times. As you guys are coming through, as you exit the atmosphere, kind of come over and you're hovering over this more. You guys are currently just kind of scouting over the surface. I believe you guys were looking for a ship that you could use to perhaps do some scrapping and or look for a way to handle the monolith. So, if you guys would like, oh no,
Hmm.
nothing. I just realized something. Um, if you guys would like to make a investigation check for me, I don't remember who that does. I think that's um, Nick. Um,
Brandon.
yeah, you guys can scour the surface to see if you can find a more. One second. I have no idea what sound that was, but that was awful, and I need to figure out what that was. Sorry, guys.
All good.
You're good.
What do you want me to roll there?
That was a
Whatever.
very scary sound that I just heard. Roll a investigation check through the ship's machinery to see if you can find an area that's like a hot spot for technology or for scrapping or anything like that. Any kind of fancy point you'd want to go with the ship. But I just want an investigation check for you from you.
Got it. A 5.
Woo!
Yay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always good.
Nice.
You will hear the ship computer simply state very few active signals discovered. Over 153 possible locations.
Can you
Hmm.
point to the closest one? The closest one.
Closest one is within 2,000 feet. And 2,000 feet for you guys is going to be like 2 seconds from now.
Okay, that one seems good.
All right.
Yeah.
She'll just pretty much say, she'll give the directions to Sig Sig on the screen as you watch as a little blip lights up on your guys' navigation. And you guys will be able to follow down. As you go downward towards this ship, you will see what looks like a massive capital ship of these kinds of ships. I actually think I have an image, so if you give me 1 second, I'll give you a visual.
So now we wait.
Hmm. To figure out how to do that. You guys will see not the gold ship, but the one right to the left of it this large kind of capital ship built with these kind of large tubes and metallic panels. You can see what, as I explained before, the kind of masts set up that litter the top, and you'll see where the long like wires and kind of such hold down. It doesn't look like it's really been disturbed by any of the carbon in the atmosphere, so they look quite intact and as if they were made like yesterday. As you guys are coming in close, it looks like it's currently within what looks like a carbon-esque rib cage, where you see these large angled carbon spires that kind of dip up and around it, kind of as if they're holding it in place. Not actually, they're quite a far bit above them, but it looks like it's kind of like protected by these carbon ribs.
Hmm.
Let's see. Oh wow. Oh, this is quite the visual.
Yeah,
Really
that's pretty something.
That is a lot.
You guys looking at the picture?
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
The
A lot
ship
of
with the
things.
giant eye.
No, it's the
Yeah.
ship on the left.
Hmm.
This left of the eye.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the giant eye.
No, no, no,
That's
no.
different.
It's like the weird capital ships you see in the background.
them-
Those.
Gotcha,
moons-
gotcha.
What'd you say, Katie?
Are the moons in the picture? What are
No, no. I'm literally just using the picture to explain what the ships look like. They ignore anything else in the ship. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh, I see. Now I see like the masts and stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
we're here looking for
I mean,
the
best case scenario, we can find a hybrid drive. If we can't find that, we can just scrounge for like something on it that we could kind of salvage and put
Yeah.
onto our ship.
I mean, we are 2,000 feet away from a landing spot.
yeah. Oh, to clarify though, we're looking for how to fix
Our
we're
like
looking how
big
to
ship.
get past the right. We're looking at how to get past the monolith, right?
Also
And
that.
people tell us, is that this planet?
Yes.
Yeah, somewhere's on this planet.
And then the other planets, you guys know that there is a tomb on one of the other planets, and that on one of the other planets, the people, the Empire, the remnants of them still live.
Hmm.
I guess Twilight's just gonna look over to where Cogna is and just be like, well, we should get everything ready for us to take off. It looks like we're here.
Sounds good to me. Um, I'm going to go and make sure that everyone's spacesuits are still in good working order, that nothing was damaged there.
As you're kind of doing that, the medical droid's just gonna go over and was just gonna go, I could take, okay, I could take care of all right. As you're kind of going through and just doing it, like it's your job, and the medical droid's going to go, I'll just go sit in, the med bay, all right. And you watch as he floats away, just kind of like angled a little bit lower, like he's a little sad, and then goes over to the med bay. You watch as he peeks around, kind of looks back in the room. You're not really. I'm assuming you're not making much eye contact with him because you're just trying to get all the suits around.
Right.
Yeah. It looks like they're all good. You can see where it looks like one of the suits is slowly being bedazzled.
Sounds good.
Looks like it
Doesn't
has.
seem to be a problem.
What?
Wait, so who? Wait, what kind of bedazzling is this going on here? Could you describe it a little bit more?
It looks like small little like crystals have been inlaid just so far in little patterns around one of the wrists of the suit. It looks like they've been kind of pressed in and like adhesived into place.
Alright, and this isn't like some sort of crystallized, like this is just actual just cheap plastic bedazzle.
Yes,
Okay.
like decoration.
Alright, I guess that's good. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't understand what's going on. Randomly, my
It's a-
sound is just bugging out. I don't like it. I need to figure this out. 1 second, guys.
No problem. Now we wait till we see
Mm-hmm.
what the issue is.
I'm excited to see what's on this planet.
There could be a lot of things, a lot of stuff, a lot of secrets.
I'm confused why there's no people.
It's likely because the planet's just a frozen carbon dioxide, so like dry ice.
But we were directed there, like in the